Hey there. Imagine working hard, saving money, seeing a house after house after house, making an offer, getting the offer accepted, contract signed, and just a day or two before closing, something happens and the whole deal is off and the buyer is not going to get the mortgage approved. Well, that has happened countless times. Ismail Kolya, Isha Realtor, Associate Broker with eXp Realty, and National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, Bronx Chapter Education Director. Today, I'd like to talk about some do's and don'ts when buying a house through a mortgage. All right, what are some things that you should and should not do when you're in the process of buying a house through a mortgage? Number one is don't quit your job. Don't change your job. Don't leave your job. Don't get fired. Don't go and open a business and leave your W-2 employment and so forth. Whatever your plans are for employment, hold them. Mortgage companies look for stability in employment. They want to make sure that you've been in the same type of employment for more than 2 years. So whatever your plans are for either opening a business or going for another degree or whatever the case may be, please hold off everything until you have the keys to the house, and then you're able to go pursue those dreams. All right. Next thing is don't deposit a large amount of cash into your bank. Some people have maybe cash in the house, whatever the case may be, do not deposit a large amount of cash into your bank. The mortgage lender may not allow you to use that money if you cannot explain satisfactorily where this money came from. If the money cannot be sourced or traced to their satisfaction, you may not be able to use the money, and therefore you may not have enough money towards down payment and so forth in order to buy the house. Next thing is don't make any large purchases such as a car or furniture and so forth. Hold off on everything major purchase until after you have the keys to the house. I always tell my buyers, don't buy anything except food for now. All right, and maybe baby diapers. Okay, hold off on clothing, hold off on shoes. Certainly, hold off on car leasing, car finance, maybe new set of furniture, even if it is financed, and even if the furniture company says no payments due until 2 years later, it is still a liability that will show up on your side, on your shoulders, and therefore your ability to get a mortgage may be compromised. So hold off, and I keep saying this until you have the keys to the house, because just 1 week or so before the closing, you will get what is called a commitment from the mortgage company. They will commit to giving you the mortgage. So buyers may get excited and say, well, great, congratulations, we have the commitment. Let's go and shop for new furniture to go for our new house, or a new car to go with our new house and so forth. However, 1 day before the closing, the mortgage company may still run credit on you, and if they find that you now have incurred a new liability in the form of a car or furniture, they may take that commitment back. There are no guarantees in a mortgage until the closing. So once the closing is done and you have the keys to your house, you are now then free to go shop for a car or furniture and so forth. Next one is don't co-sign for anyone else. So if someone else wants to buy a house or a car or furniture, politely decline and say, hey, look, I'm in the process of buying a house. Let's hold off this conversation until I have bought my house, and then we can talk about it, okay? Do not close any bank accounts. Mortgage companies may require old bank statements, and if the bank account is closed, it may be a little bit more difficult for you to get the statements rather than an account that is open. All right, do not apply for new credit cards. New credit cards are generally bad for your credit score, so don't apply for new credit cards, especially when you're in the process of buying a house. Sometimes when we go to a department store or a clothing store or something, and they offer us a discount in exchange for opening a card with them, decline, say sorry, thank you, but I'm not interested. Again, do not open any new credit cards while you're trying to buy a house with a mortgage. All right, don't close any old credit cards. Old credit cards are really good for your credit score, so do not close any old credit cards. And finally, do not spend your down payment money. Don't loan it to a friend. Don't move it from one account to the other. Don't put it in the stock market while you are waiting for the perfect house to come and so forth. Leave the down payment money alone in the account that it's in. All right. So those are the tips that I can offer you for a smoother ride through the mortgage process. All right. If you want to have a smooth ride once you have a signed contract on a property until the closing day, that ride can be either smooth or bumpy depending on how you handle these do's and don'ts. All right, to learn more about the buying process and what is involved and what you should and shouldn't do, and to find the right property for you and your family, give me a call, 914-215-1540, 914-215-1540. Ishmael Kolya. You can search for all kinds of properties on my website, ishyourrealtor.com. And if you want to email me, it's ishyourrealtor@gmail.com. Associate broker with eXp Realty and the education director of the NAREP Bronx chapter. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Enjoy it. Bye-bye.